What's going on, everyone? This is your boy Ron back with DFS Greatness. Hope everyone having a good New Year's, man. Having a good day, man. Before I start this video, like the page, subscribe to my channel, man. I'm about to break down this 10-game slate, courtesy of Draft Dashboard, the site I'll be using to make lineups and everything. Let's get to it, man. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at DFS Greatness on Twitter, man. And also, just like the page, subscribe to my channel at the comment section, man. Put your favorite plays in the comment section. Let's get to it. Um, Point guards tonight, man. Westbrook is ruled out for rest, man. I don't understand this shit, man. The season just started. How these guys getting rest like every other game when the NBA is so soft now, man. It's not like how it used to be when guys play 82 games. Now these guys load management make the game so much weaker. But that's another story. But let's get to point guards, man. One of my top plays tonight is Trae Young, 10,100. Trae Young last game against Brooklyn, man, he dropped 53 fantasy points, man. Kyrie don't have a lot of good, played good defense. Trae Young's $400 cheap on FanDuel, so I like the price tag. I like the FanDuel price tag, man. But 53, 41, 53, man. Atlanta Hawks are looking good this year, man. They got young core, Collins, Reddish, man, Hunter, man. They playing pretty good, man. This team gonna be scary. Hopefully they can keep the winning going and just playing good ball and be in games, so don't get blown out. You know, I thought the other night against Brooklyn was gonna be a blowout, but they kept themselves in the game and played pretty good. Trae Young is one of my favorite point guards I like tonight for the slate. Another point guard, you got at 48, at 10,000. LeBron, he's $400 more on FanDuel. So like Draftkings price 48, 55, and 37, 33% usage rate. He's averaging 44.9 fantasy points a game. He's questionable for tonight. You know, you got to keep tabs on Twitter and see if he's going to play or not. But he's in a good matchup against San Antonio. He's averaging 57 fantasy points against San Antonio. All that's been said, LeBron is in a good matchup tonight against the Spurs. Point guard like also is Stephen Curry, 690, 600, $300 more on FanDuel, averaging 46.2 fantasy points a game, 49, 56, and 35, 33% usage rate. They got their win on a 2-game winning streak. You know, he's in a good matchup going against Portland. Stephen Curry definitely will get about 25 points, man. He's gonna take a lot of 3-pointers. I mean, he got to score, man. Oubre and Wiggins is not getting the job done, so it's a lot of pressures on Curry. He's got a lot of, got to put Tim on the back for them guys to have an opportunity to win. In 9,300, you got Kyrie Irving. He's in a good matchup going against Trae Young. Atlanta, ranked 25 against point guards. So all that's been said, man. You go back to the well with him. He dropped 42 fantasy points last game. He had 25 regular points. If you hit him on a prop bet, it was 25.5. He had 25 points. A lot of people got burnt on that one. Another point guard, man. I didn't mention Damian Lillard, man, but I do like C.J. McCollum for point guard. I think he got more upside right now than Damian Lillard, man. He's a little bit cheaper, 8,400, 40, 50, and 66, man. He's playing pretty good. He's $400 cheaper on FanDuel, so you can go the FanDuel route and make 400, man. CJ's playing pretty good. He's scoring, man, because, Portland got to have scores out here. Another point guard you can look at 7,500, Westbrook is moved out, so I definitely like D'Angelo Russell. No Westbrook tonight. And Washington also is on a back-to-back. He's averaging 29.4 fantasy points, but D'Angelo Russell hasn't been playing that well. But, without no Westbrook tonight, I like the matchup. He's averaging 40.8 fantasy points against 5 times value. Definitely like him. No Ja Morant. You can look at Terry Rozier, 7,000, averaging 38.1 fantasy points a game. No, I'm just saying, man, without Moran, make a big difference. Tyrus Jones ain't a good defender. Definitely going to be a smoke fest. He's $100 cheap on FanDuel, like Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham. You look at guys like Chris Paul, 6,800. Chris Paul hasn't really did much. You don't have to do much, man. Devin Booker's not even doing that much. The rest of their team stepping up and making good plays. Chris Paul's averaging 32 fantasy points a game. Last 3 games going against Denver, 36, 36, and 43. If you want to go the Chris Paul, he definitely will be slow on. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys will not be on him at all. Dennis Schroeder, feel like he got a little bit more upside than Chris Paul. Instead, it's $100 cheaper. And Donovan Mitchell, I didn't mention him, but I definitely like, if I'm going to go get a point guard, I'm going to go with Mike Conley over Donovan Mitchell. Mike Conley been playing pretty good, 33, 52, and 35, 24% usage rate, $400 cheap on FanDuel. Like I mentioned, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, my favorite plays, man. Drew Holiday's in a good matchup, man, but this is gonna be a bloodbath. Chicago definitely probably gonna get blown out. You know, Chicago's on the back-to-back. They got a win yesterday. Against Washington. If I did go any cheaper for you guys, for point guards, I recommend you guys Jordan Clarkson, Monte Morris. I like him a lot because Michael Porter Jr. is out. I think COVID-related issues. So it's another guy's gonna get extra minutes. He's been playing good, 38, 27, 23, getting around 27 minutes a game. It's a sleeper, 4,700, man. Just a value guy. He's a better FanDuel. Play $700 cheap on FanDuel. If I ever go, I always like to have Patty Mills in my lineup, 4,000, man. I mean, just value plays you got to have. Just be different. You'd be surprised how these value plays will take down a slate, you know. Yeah, Tyrus Jones starting from Memphis. I'm not really recommend you guys go get him. I already tell you guys we'll get from Patty Mills or Monte Morris. I'm paying that price tag for Tyrus Jones. It's not going to do nothing. Let's get on these shooting guards. Top of the line shooting guard is going to be Bradley Beal. I like him a lot, man. We know Westbrook's ruled out. He's $100 more on FanDuel. Last 3 games, 40, 37, or 40, 43, 47, 35% usage rate. Last 3 games in Minnesota, 68, 32, and 67, man. Definitely like that price tag. 40% chance of hitting value. Like him a lot, man. $100 more on FanDuel. You know, they don't got nobody really out there, man. Richard Omar came back. They got Bertans overpaid for him. You know, they spent. There's a lot of, you know, cap issues and how they did the team, man. Bad choices. Michael Porter Jr. go. Kelly Oubre. This is how it go, man. Bad being having general managers. That's not that good, man. The Wall trade for Westbrook is up in the air. I really don't know who's gonna be the better trade. You gotta keep an eye on the season, go from there. Like I mentioned, man, point guard, shooting guard eligible. C.J. McCollum, like him a lot, man. We got playoff P, Paul George, sitting at 8,700, averaging 40.4 fantasy points a game, 52, 37, 22 against Utah. Utah can't get a win, man, if you want to spin up for him at 8,700. But up top of the line, I like Bradley Beal, C.J. McCollum. Jaylen Brown, we had him last game, 8,100, man, went off for a 58 piece, dropped 7 threes, $200 cheap on FanDuel. Against Detroit, he's averaging 41 fantasy points. If you want to spin up for CJ McCollum, you can look at Jaylen Brown. And Devin Booker, man, just been smooth, man. He had a big game. Yeah, really hasn't had to. You know, he's $300 cheap on FanDuel, 8,000 price tag. He's projected to get 40 fantasy points, 5 times value. I'm not going to sleep on Devin Booker, man. I'm telling you, one game he's going to snap and have like 40, 50 points. Regular points, you know, it's going to happen sooner or later. I mentioned D'Angelo Russell. No Westbrook. He definitely going to have a good game. Terry Rozier, like him a lot, man. And Karis LeVert, you can put him in your lineup, or Harris. Spencer Dinwiddie towards ACL, just a cheaper guy. You look at $600 cheap on FanDuel. And Wiggins played pretty good last game, 50 fantasy points. He's $500 cheap on FanDuel. You know, they got to have somebody score, man. Kelly Oubre and Wiggins got to do something. If I go mention cheaper guys, man, Dylan Brooks, 6,300, 27, 43, 29. Somebody got to score with no Ja Morant. One of my favorite plays, man. I'm keep playing this guy. Josh Jackson, 33, 40, and 20. Playing around 26 minutes a game. Like the price tag for him. Dante DiVincenzo, like him a lot, man. Tonight, averaging 25.2 fantasy points a game against the Bulls. $300 cheap on FanDuel. If I want to look at cheaper guys, I'm going to look at Cam Reddish, Kevin Huerter. I like both of those guys. In the Brooklyn game, I think it should be a pretty high-scoring game again. The total was out. Like, the total was crazy, man. Well, I play this, like, cheaper plays, man. Lonnie Walker, Gary Trent Jr. got cheap plays you can look in your lineup to put in your lineup, man. Gary Trent Jr. didn't do much. I think Melo came back the last game when, you know, his minutes not getting a lot of minutes right now, man, because they got so much going on. A lot of good pieces this year. Patty Mills, mention him, man. And also, Will Barton, Will the Thrill, he's going to be starting today, man. No, Michael Porter Jr. is 5,500, cheap price tag, $500 cheap on FanDuel. So, a sleeper play, throw me a line of 5,500. He should go over the 26 fantasy points tonight. I definitely feel like he will. And I always like to play Joe Harris, 34, 32, 17. I'm going against Atlanta, man. Good matchup. Joe Harris, he's a bucket, man. I want to go look at that guy. And that's about it at the shooting guards, man. I'm telling you guys, put these guys in your lineup for tonight, man. Telling you, I like him a lot, man. You know, D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Brown, C.J. McCollum, Bradley Beal, Terry Rozier, just core plays in your lineup. I think this guy should go off tonight. At the small forward position, let's get to it, man. LeBron point guard, shooting guard, a small forward eligible. Already mentioned him tonight. Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum tonight, 8,600, averaging 43.4 fantasy points, $900 more on Fanduel. Another guy I like too for tonight, like DeMar DeRozan, sitting at 7,300 price tag, 42, 28, and 50. Last 3 games, averaging 43 fantasy points going against LA. He's $1,000 more on FanDuel. So I like the Draftkings price. You know, he lost last game. Pop got ejected, but you know, I think DeMar DeRozan will bring it today and have a better game. I didn't mention Middleton. He been a bucket, man. He been balling. $200 more on FanDuel. 5 times value. I'm just thinking Chicago game is gonna be a blowout. So I don't, you know, Chicago players that just don't want to have a lot of exposure to their game because I think it's just gonna be a bloodbath. And also, man, I like one of my favorite players, Jeremy Grant, 6,800, 47, 40, and 53. Got paid, man. Got his money this all season. He's balling, man. You know, he's doing pretty good. $100 cheap on FanDuel. If I go cheaper, man, guys, you can look at Miles Bridges, 48, 26, 29, averaging 29.8 fantasy points games. Cheap, 700 cheap on FanDuel. And Mikal Bridges, late night hammer, $200 more on FanDuel, 5,700. 32, 26, and 36, man. Averaging 29.9 fantasy points a game. Like him a lot, man. DeAndre Hunter, 5,200, 29, 24, 39, man. Averaging 26.2 fantasy points a game. He's capping over 30 minutes a game, so you always want to look at stuff like that. Josh Jackson. And also you got guys like Jay Crowder, 30, and 10, man. $300 cheap on FanDuel. That's what I said about Chris Paul. He got so much to work with this year. He's not just like, you know, doing everything himself. There's more guys out there for opportunity to score. If I go on any cheaper, that's about it, guys. I would recommend. I'm telling you guys, telling you put Will Barton in your lineup. He's going to be in the winning lineup. I'm telling you that for sure, man. Favorite plays, DeMar DeRozan. That's one of my favorite plays, man. And Jalen Brown. Top of the line, 11,000. Giannis out the Kupo, 67, 31, 57. Averaging 50 fantasy points a game, $400 more on FanDuel. Going against Chicago, 64, 46, 55. He's in a good matchup, but just, you know, the price tag, it could be a blowout, you know. That's all I can say. He need 54 fantasy points. That's 5 times value to hit value tonight against the Bulls. Anthony Davis, man, $1,000 more on FanDuel. I had a good lineup the other night when they played, the Spurs. I had 330, and Anthony Davis was terrible. I pivoted off Christian Woods, got Anthony Davis in my lineup. I had Jokic too, but Anthony Davis was terrible. It killed my whole lineup, you know. But you know, that's how it goes. Another guy, 9,100, KD. I like the matchup. 6 averaging 47.2 fantasy points a game. He's playing. They got a day off, so it's not a back-to-back when they rest guys. $300 more on FanDuel. I like the matchup against Atlanta. Definitely want to have some Kevin Durant exposure, man. Also, John Collins, $200 cheap on FanDuel. Running back with him, 7,200. That's a cheap price tag. I feel like Collins used like an 8,000, 9,000 type of player. But right now, I like to put him in lineup, man. He's averaging 42 fantasy points going against Brooklyn. So do not see anything wrong with playing this guy again. And also, man, you can look at guys like for tonight, if you want to go that direction for power forward, mentioned earlier DeMar DeRozan, he's small forward, power forward eligible. Mikal Bridges, small forward, power forward eligible. And another guy you want to look at, he played pretty good, man. Roy Hunchamara, 5,300 first game back, drop a 30 piece, and you want to go back to him, he should be able to, man. No Westbrook is more opportunities to score. And really, Robert Covington, you know, 4,600, he's playing, averaging 31 minutes a game. He's there. He don't shoot, man, but he play defense, rebound, get assists, you know, block shots. That's what they like him for, man. He just get the job done. He's one of those gritty players, kind of like Jameson, Jay Crowder. If this game comes to a blowout, 4,500 and $200 more on FanDuel, you look at guys like Bobby Portis. You know, if he get a blowout, Bobby Portis will have a good game. And Melo is 4,300, man. $300 cheap on FanDuel. He needs 24 fantasy points, 5 times value. Hey, what can you say, man? Melo is a role player now. He accepted his role. He's come off the bench. He's not mad. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, man, them are my favorite plays, man. I recommend you guys. You can also look at guys like 5,600, $200 cheap on FanDuel. Otto Porter averaging 29.7 fantasy points a game. For this game not to be a blowout, him and Zach LaVine have to step up. That's a cheap play you can look at tonight. And 4,800, I think it's too cheap for Paul Millsap. I like the price tag for him, averaging 28 fantasy points a game. And it's a lot of good cheap. It's 10-game slate, man. Nicholas Batum, another good play you can go with, averaging 27 fantasy points a game. Finney Smith, averaging 19.3 fantasy points a game, man. It's just a lot of cheap guys you can just look at, man. Durant, top plays, Durant, DeMar DeRozan, Jeremy Grant. Guys I like tonight, man. I like Miles Bridges, man. Just cheap guys that just want to be different, man. This is my favorite plays for that position. Giannis up there, man. Just know how the game flow gonna be. If it's gonna be a good game or gonna be a blowout. That's what you gotta look into. At the center position, favorite center tonight, Nikola Jokic, man. This guy's a triple-double machine. If you playing a prop bet for him, double hit the prop bet for him, double-double. He's $400 cheap on FanDuel. 10,600, averaging 46.8 fantasy points a game, 60, 71, and 52. Crazy, man. Against the Suns, averaging 47 fantasy points. And another guy like Jonas Valanciunas going against Biyombo, 8,300, $600 cheap on FanDuel, 35, 44, and 38, 20% usage rate. Definitely like him also, man. And you can look at Bam going against Dallas, $500 more on FanDuel, averaging 38.7 fantasy points a game. Last 3 games going against Dallas, 43, averaging 43 fantasy points. Like him a lot, man. And Rudy Gobert against the Clippers, not a really secure big man, but $7,400, $500 more on FanDuel, 41, 42, and 44, averaging 43.1 fantasy points a game. I definitely like Gobert. Do not see him playing Gobert in your lineup. I mentioned John Collins, power forward, center eligible. If I did go any cheaper, man, 5,400 Serge Ibaka, $300 cheap on FanDuel, 31, 36, 28. Like the price tag, like I said, blowout. Bobby Portis gonna be a play. Tristan Thompson going against Detroit, 4,200, cheap price tag, real cheap price tag for him. Just a sleeper, cheap guy. You want to just put in your lineup to save us a cap. You can't average 23 minutes a game. And I'm gonna say this is another play, man. Thomas Bryant, 6,300, 41, 26, 36, man. Played crazy yesterday, man. He's $500 cheap on FanDuel. And Draymond Green will be back tonight. I don't know how many minutes he's gonna play. He's coming back for injury. You're gonna go that direction with these guys, man. Biyombo, 4,900. He's starting tonight, man. Been starting for a few games now. Zeller's out. Injury, $100 cheap on $100 more on FanDuel. Averaging 22.2 fantasy points a game, 24, 23, and 26, man. And these are my plays I like tonight. Favorite center tonight, Jokic, Valanciunas. I like them like John Collins. John Collins, man. Love these guys. Rudy Gobert, favorite plays, a center, man. Not getting your lineup, just helping you guys out, man. If you like the page, you feel like this video is helpful, subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and hit the notification bell. Until next time, I'm out. Good luck, everyone. Let's bring it into the